Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Leela Manikrishna. Hi, everyone. My name is Leela Manikrishna. Today, I'm going to present a seminar from the subject Advanced Java Programming, and I have chosen the topic Legacy Classes in Java. Firstly, legacy classes in Java. Earlier version of Java did not include the collections framework. It only defined several classes and interfaces which allow us to store the objects. After adding the collection framework in JSC 1.2, these classes were re-engineered to support the collection interface. So in the early time in Java, they did not include this collection framework, and when they modified, they re-engineered the collection framework. So these are known as legacy classes. These are also used for supporting the generic, that is, to perform activities without depending on the data type. In JDK 5, these classes were again re-engineered. And these are all classes are available in java.util package. And we have 5 legacy classes. First one is vector, second one hash table, properties, stack, and dictionary. And there is only one legacy interface called enumeration interface. All the legacy classes are synchronized. And to know about enumeration interface defines methods to enumerate through collection of objects. This interface is suspended by iterator interface. However, some legacy classes such as vector and properties define several methods in which enumeration interface is used. It specifies the following two methods. So in enumeration interface, there are two methods. First one is has more elements. This is a Boolean type. Second one is next element. So has more element returns the Boolean value either true or false. And next element returns the value, the next element present in it. Firstly, about vector class. Vector is a special type of array list that defines a dynamic array. The only difference between vector and array list is that array list is not synchronized while vector is synchronized. So this basic definition of vector class, and vector class contains 4 constructors. First one is empty constructor without any parameters. It is used when we want to create a default vector having initial size of 10. So the default size of vector class is 10. Second constructor, vector having single parameter, that is size. So the size should be an integer type. Third one is integer size comma int incr, that is increased quantity. So it accepts 2 parameters in size. First one is to specify the size, initial capacity, and if the vector is filled, then it should be incremented. So the number of elements should be incremented is the second parameter. So next one is collection. It is used to create a vector with same elements which are present in the collection. Next, second one is hash table class. Hash table class is similar to hash map class. It also contains the data in the form of key and value pairs. It doesn't allow to enter any null key or value because it is synchronized. So hash table do not accept null values, either key or value. Even the hash table has the following constructors. First one is hash table without any parameters. That is empty constructor. It is used to create a default hash table having size 11. So in case of vector, default size is 10, but in case of hash table, it is 11. Hash table containing parameter as size. So it is used to create a hash table of specific size. It accepts this size as parameter. That will be the initial size. Next one is hash table containing 2 parameters. One is size, second one is fill ratio. So we know about size, and fill ratio means when the hash table is filled, it should be incremented by a number. So it will be incremented based upon the fill ratio, and the formula is size into fill ratio. So initial size into fill ratio, and the value of fill ratio should be between 0 to 1.0. And the first constructor is hash table map extends key where v greater than m. It is used to create a hash table. The hash table is initialized with the elements present in m. The capacity of hash table is twice the number of elements present in m. So capacity will be twice of the m. Third one is properties class. Properties class extends hash table class to maintain the list of values. So properties class is used to maintain list of values. The list has both key and value type of type strings. Property class has the following two constructors. First one is empty constructor. It is used to create properties object without having default values. Properties having a constructor. It is used to create a property object using the specified parameter of properties type for its default value. And there is one advantage of properties over hash table class. That is, when we specify a default property, that will be useful when no value is associated with a certain key. So in properties class, if we specify a default value, and if there is no value associated with a specific key, the default value will be returned. Fourth one is stack class. Stack class extends vector class, which follows the last in first out. As we know, stack means last in first out. First entered element will be at the bottom, and the next entering elements will be on the top of it. So the property of stack is last in first out. Stack implementation has only one default constructor, that is stack. And here are some of the methods used in stack. That is push method. Push method is used to insert an element into the stack. It adds an element at the top of the stack, that is adding at the top. Pop. This pop method is used to get or remove the top element of the stack. Peek. Peek method is similar to the pop method, but there is some difference. That is, it can't remove the stack's top element using it. So peek is just to return, but not removing from the stack. Okay. Next, empty method is used to check the emptiness of the stack. It returns true when the stack has no elements it is. So empty method is of type Boolean. So if there are no elements in the stack, then it returns as it is empty, it returns true, else false. Search method is used to ensure whether specified object exists in the stack or not. Dictionary class. The dictionary class operates much like map and represents the key or value storage repository. So it is much like a map and stores in the form of key and value pairs. The dictionary class is an abstract class that stores the data into the key value pair. We can define the dictionary as a list of key value pairs. The dictionary class provides the following methods. The first method is put. Put having two parameters. First one is key. Second one is the value. So put of parameters k, v method is used to add a key value pair to the dictionary. So we have a dictionary and we need to add a key value pair. So then we use method put and contains two parameters. First one is the key and second one is the value. Next, elements method is used to get the value representation in the dictionary. So the elements which are present in the dictionary, if we need to access them, we should use the method elements. Next, get object key. So the get method is used to get the value mapped with the augmented key in the dictionary. So in the get method, we place the key in the parameter. So then the value corresponding to the key will be returned. Is empty method. It is used to check whether the dictionary is empty or not. If it is empty, it returns true, else it returns false. So is empty method is of the type Boolean. Keys method is used to get the key representation in the dictionary. So if we want only the keys present in the dictionary elements, we must use the method keys. So then we are able to access all the keys present in the given dictionary. Remove object key removes the data from the dictionary. So if you want to remove a specific key value pair from the dictionary, we use the method remove and we initialize the parameter with the key value. So then the key and its corresponding value will be removed. Size. If we need to calculate the size of the dictionary, we use the size method. It is used to get the size of the dictionary. So these are the basic methods and constructors used in these 5 legacy classes. Now let us discuss with an example. Example of vector class. So I'm going to discuss examples for each legacy class and its corresponding output. So in the vector class, firstly, we created a new object VEC of type string. And I'm adding, hi everyone, welcome to CSC. And using the enumeration interface, we can access the elements present in the vector class. So I'm using the method has more elements. So it is in the while loop. So if a vector class contains more elements, then it will be true and the loop will be continued. So I'm printing it next data dot next element. So unless and until the vector class is empty, we can access all the elements present in the vector class. So now I'm printing it. So in the output, the order we give, it will be in our output. Hi everyone, welcome to CSC. So that's all about vector class. Next one is hash table class. In hash table class, so as it is of type string and value pairs. So I'm using the put method and keeping A1, B2, C3. So here A, B, C are keys and corresponding 1 to 3 are values. So I want to get the value corresponding to the key A. So I'm using the hash table dot get of A. Now I'll get the value of A as 1. Now I need to remove B. That is second value B and its corresponding value 2. I use the remove method. And finally, I want to display the values of A and C. So I am using enumeration interface and displaying the values of key and value corresponding to A and C. So in the output, we can observe clearly. Firstly, I'm getting value of A as 1 and I'm performing remove operation on B so that B is removed. And while displaying at the end, I'm having A and C. So key is A, value is 1 and for key C, value will be 3. So this is about hash table class. Next, properties class. Properties class. Now I'm creating a new object for the properties class and I'm putting India movies and United States Nobel laureates and getting killed by lawnmowers, Pakistan field hockey. So I'm inserting some data into the properties. So next I'm setting the data using key set. And when I try to print all the statements, I'll get in the output. Pakistan is famous for field hockey. Sri Lanka is famous for Chinnaman. China is famous for CO2 emissions and renewable energy. India is famous for movies. So in this way, we can get the output. Next, coming to the stack class. In stack class, firstly, I'm pushing. So as we know, the property or principle of stack is last in, first out. So the entered element will be at the top and the new element will be again top of it. So I'm pushing C, Python, Java, C++ and data structures. So total 5 strings I'm putting into the stack. Next, using enumerator interface, I'm popping out 3. Next, if I display the remaining content, I'll have only 2. So in the output, we can clearly observe that initially I'm pushing C, Python, Java, C++ data structures. And after removing 3 elements from the stack using pop method, I'll have only 2. So the final output will be C and Python. So this is about stack class. And finally, coming to the dictionary class. So here dictionary, string and integer, that is key and value. Same like hash map, I'm initializing A1, B2, C and 3. So I'm getting the value of A using get method dictionary.get. Again, I'm removing the B and finally I'm displaying the values corresponding to the key A and C key values. So in the output, we can clearly observe the value of A is 1 and if key is J, the value is 1. If key is C, the value is 3. Thank you. I hope you have clearly understood about legacy classes.